Hi everybody, this is Christa with the Big Family Homestead, and today I'm going to show you something that is one of those comfort foods that I grew up having. My mom made this all the time and I absolutely love this dish. And yes, we're gonna use a box of this and a can of this. Sorry, can't help it, just gotta. Okay, for ingredients, we're just gonna use 2 honkin' sized chicken breasts. I mean, look at this, the size of my hand. They're humongous. So we're gonna use 2 chicken breasts, 3 cups of water, 2 boxes of, yes, our favorite stovetop stuffing, some cream of chicken broth, no, cream of chicken soup, sorry, some mixed veggies, and a stick of butter. Okay, to get started, we're gonna go ahead and make our stovetop stuffing. You guys know how to read the package, but it's super simple. We're just going to melt some butter and boil some water and then mix into the package. And if you guys make your own stuffing, oh, that's so exciting. I don't know how to do that. I haven't gotten there yet. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this going. And got some water here. We got 1 package, takes 1.5 cups of water, so we're using 2 packages for this big old casserole dish, and a half a stick of butter for each box, so 1 stick of butter. And this is not a healthy meal, folks. This is just one of those things that I grew up eating, and then I started making it when we had kids, and they started really enjoying it, and I haven't made it a really long time. So I was kind of in the mood for it, so here we go. This is one of my family favorites. So we're just gonna melt that butter and get our. We're gonna go ahead and cut our chicken because if we don't cut our chicken, this chicken will take forever to cook. So what I like to do is I'm gonna move this out of the way. What I like to do is make cutlets with it. So I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna just cut it down the length of the breast. So I'll go ahead and do that. And I do trim off as much fat as I possibly can because, ew. I mean, a little bit of fat's okay, but not this. Ew, gross. And all I do is I just press down my hand, my fingers are out of the way, and then I just run the knife along the center of the breast fillet, and then I get 2 pretty equal pieces. If I want, I can actually cut this in quarters, which I think I'm gonna do. That way it takes less time to cook. So these 2 breasts actually will have enough for everybody to eat tonight, plus we'll have leftovers. This is one of those meals that it's a great leftover dish because kids, they just love it. So take off all this yucky fat here. Ew. Yeah, these breasts are massive. It was a package I had gotten just because we ran out of breasts in our freezer from our birds that we had grown. So I just decided to buy some. However, this package of 4 chicken breasts was $16.06, I believe. So each breast was $4. So this dish is not as economical as it used to be. So we're trying to stretch it as much as we possibly can. And actually, I probably won't use all of these breasts or all of these pieces. I would probably put some in a small bag in the freezer and use that for, say, chicken salad or something like that. So, oh, I think there's some, oh, okay. I'm gonna set those off to the side. And then I'm gonna get rid of this, wash my hands, and this should be done. Okay, now for this, we don't want this boiling. We just basically want the butter to be melted because otherwise this is gonna be way too hot to handle. So I'm gonna go ahead and get a fork and cut these open. This is just about done. I'm gonna go ahead and shut this burner off because we're gonna have to, what the plan is we're going to make I call it a stovetop stuffing log in the center of our casserole dish. And honestly, I don't think I've ever seen this dish anywhere other than my mom making it. So I don't know where she saw it. So we're gonna go ahead and pour our stuffing mix into the water here. And I know, guys, if you've watched our channel for any length of time, this is very not characteristic of me and our family. We generally make things from scratch. This is one of those meals that you just gotta make it with the box. Sorry. This is not like I said before, this is not a frugal meal anymore. It used to be, but it is not. So this is one of those meals that we make rarely. I just happen to have a hankering for it. And so, yeah, so I was like, okay, since I'm making this, I might as well make it a video. Show you guys we're real people. So I'm just gonna kind of stir this around to absorb all of the liquid and the water and the butter that's in there. And then get rid of this. Over there. I need a spoon. Hold on one second. Okay. Now what we're gonna do is very carefully mound this in the center and make a log. That's what I like to call it. So this is our dividing wall that goes between the borders. Let's just call it that. And I need another spoon because we're gonna mound this up just like so. Okay. And we're just kind of not pack it too terribly tight, but just enough to where there's equal amount of space on both sides. So, because one side's going to be chicken and the other side's going to be veggies, or this side's going to be chicken and this side's going to be veggies. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I usually do it where this is side's chicken, this side's veggies, because that's, I don't know. It's silly. All right. So that is about that. Okay, make that a nice rounded wall. We don't want any sharp edges. Of course, those sharp edges will get nice and crispy. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and take our veggies and we'll just pour them in on one side. And I just got a mixed veggie. This is carrots, green beans, and peas, which Brad's favorite, and corn. So carrots, green beans, peas, and corn. Yeah. So let's go ahead and put this on this side. Frozen and all. Just lay them right in there. No need to thaw them or anything. That over there. Now we're going to take our chicken. Let me get some tongs. And we're going to go ahead and lay our chicken pieces in here. And I'll just lay as many in here as that will fit. And they'll kind of overlap, which is fine. That one for Caleb because he's a big growing boy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll leave these other two. You know what? There's room. I'll just throw them in here. Kids will eat them tomorrow for lunch, I'm sure. Okay. Now, we're not doing any salt and pepper. There's going to be plenty of salt in the cream of chicken soup. And I did buy organic. I wasn't going to buy the traditional kind. This seemed to be a little bit healthier. But I need a bowl to mix this in. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm just going to open up our cans. And I forgot a rubber spatula. All right, rubber spatula. So the instructions suggest 1 can of water or milk. Definitely using milk. Makes it a creamier consistency. And now for this, I'm not going to add the entire can of milk. We don't want it too liquidy. We want enough, but not a lot. So I'm actually going to only add a half a can of milk, I believe. Just it's been many years actually since I've made this. So I'm going to start with half a can and see what the consistency is like, and then add more if we need to. My husband, when I came home with these, what on earth are you gonna do with those? And then I told him, he's like, well, you can make it without. I said, but yeah, not quickly. I wanted to make it quickly. So, and easy. You know, this is, a lot of folks don't know how to make cream of soups. So, I can. Sometimes this is just easy. Okay. And I think a half a can of milk is just gonna be perfect, because the veggies are gonna give off liquid, and so is the chicken. So we don't want to put too much liquid in the casserole dish. Okay, let me get rid of this. This. And then we will go ahead and take our casserole dish, and now we're not pouring it in the center. We're just gonna pour it over the veggies and over the chicken. So I'm gonna start with the chicken first. Get about half in there, and then half on the veggies. And what I'm gonna do here is I'm just gonna kind of poke holes in the veggies so that the cream of soup will go down in the center there. Okay, that's good. And then I'll pour the rest over here. I'm actually going to take my tongs here and just kind of pick up the pieces of chicken so that the cream of soup kind of goes down to all of the pieces. Oh, come on. There we go. There we go. Delicious. Cannot wait. All right. Now we're going to put this into a 350-degree oven for about 45 minutes to an hour. We want just we want to cover it for the first 45 minutes, then take the rest, take the foil off, and then for the last 15 minutes, let that stuffing get nice and golden brown on top. There's the cats outside, so the dogs need to guard us against the cat. Are you guys good? Boy, dogs. Okay, so I've got this covered with foil. Not super tight, but as tight as this particular pan can be. Now this casserole dish is deeper than a normal 9x13 casserole dish. So if you're making this as big as I did, you're gonna want to probably either have a deeper one or use like an 11x17 casserole dish. I just absolutely love this casserole dish, and I think I got it from Aldi. It has been a great dish for lasagnas because it's nice and deep, and it's not, the dish is not boiling over, that whatever you put in it, it's not boiling over, which I hate with 9x13 pans. Okay, now our oven came up to temperature. Go ahead and put that in there for at 350 degrees for 45 minutes covered, and then uncover it and leave it in there for another 15 minutes till that that stuffing is nice and golden brown. All right, folks, it's done. So I'm gonna take it out of the oven now. Oh, yummy. Look at that. We've got some rolls baking in the oven. They're not quite ready yet. We used some of the artisan bread that we had in the refrigerator, and Ruth rolled them up and put them on a cookie sheet, so they're like this big. They're perfect. So look at that. Veg with sauce, chicken with sauce, stuffing in the middle. Super yummy, super easy. I really hope you liked this video today. If you did, please don't hesitate. You know what? I probably should stop and give it a little taste. So yeah, because you can't have a recipe video without tasting it, right? Jeez. It's not like it's my first rodeo. Let's try a little bit of veggies. This is gonna be really hot, I'm sure. A little bit of the stuffing here. And I'll get a little bit of chicken here in a second. Brings back awesome memories. Excuse me, from when I was a child. I'll get a little piece of chicken here. And I did check, the chicken is all done. Oh, my timer went off. Little piece of chicken here. See, it's a little runny, so I'm really glad I did not add all of the milk. I could have actually even added less. Oh, I lost my chicken. Come back here. Let's put this over here. There we go. It's really warm. So good. Juicy, tender, really flavorful. Low salt because I didn't add any extra salt. So whatever salt was on here was from the can of cream of chicken soup. I'll get that straight. Yowza. So I'll get back to the other part. I hope you liked the video. If you did, please don't hesitate to like and subscribe. It truly helps our family out. I'm Christa with the Big Family Homestead, and you have a blessed and amazing day.